help where I can.
Eight.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm watching Barb for the first time in a long time.
Unholy longsword +1. Not very good.
Move out. Head on.
Okay, so that brings it from the top floor down to me. Okay.
I lead. You
Room to
follow.
build my dream.
What are these? 18. There's 32. This will be fun.
Desna, guide my hand.
You won't survive. Die!
Into the fray. Make your peace.
Onwards!
Oh. Dig faster. You're here to work. The mistress didn't buy you at the flesh market so you could sit around and eat free gruel. Is she gonna see me? And also, is that her? Or maybe somebody else. Who's there? An intruder? Look, fresh meat. Whoever kills him gets double rations.
Don't fall here. I swear
Incubus Butcher. And a Baylord. Let's put you over there. Can you go after her?
I will resist.
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, sick.
Endure.
What's your AC? 32? Sure, let's grapple. That sounds like fun. Got him.
Let's hear you cry.
Awesome.
Prepare yourself.
Make every strike count.
Good, good.
Battles await.
A bright future awaits us.
Awesome. All right. I'm gonna guess that it's not this way. So we're gonna explore over here first.
Let's move already. Head on! Run them through!
Desna, guide my hand.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Good, Salamander's dead.
Out of my way!
Okay.
I sense something. I finished here. Is there more? I'm glad I was useful to you.
Nice.
I lead. You follow. Onwards!
There we go. The huge demon cowers in fear when he sees you. He trembles, covering his head with his huge hands. Eek, who are you? Did Our Lady in Shadow send you to punish us? I knew this would happen. Have mercy, it's not my fault. Who are you? The words pour from his mouth, nearly tripping over themselves in their haste to escape his lips. My name is Zeneki. I used to be a slave here, but then I worked hard and they made me an overseer. I kept a good eye on the slaves, and if anyone ever slacked off, I whipped them hard, and when the slaves revolted, I lashed 3 of them to death before they brought me down and trampled me. When the guards cleaned the mine shafts of rebels, they healed me, and I was assigned to watch the kitchen where they cooked the gruel for the slaves. So I'm a cook, not a soldier. Don't hurt me, alright? I'm a good worker. I can do good work for you, too. Say it again?
That's illegal. It's not allowed.
Sorry.
That's what you told me.
Yeah. I don't deny it. You tormented your fellow slaves? Traitor. I didn't want to. I was forced to. It's all their fault. Tell me about this place. This is our newest location. We used to mine on the other islands. We hollowed out Vazglar. We mined it until there was nothing left and the island began to sink. All the crystals were taken to the Nexus, and from there they were sent to Galarian. To some wizard called the Plagued One. Stupid name, huh? That's why our camp was at the Nexus, but then it became dangerous there and everyone was evacuated. So this is where we live now, but life here is so bad. There are constant rock slides, predators prowl the caves, and a dragon hunted us until Hep Z formed a truce with her. There's also some kind of foul, stinking creature lurking about. Some of the guards ran into it and told me about the horrible stench. Of course, many of them disappeared on patrols and have never returned to report anything of all. And the crystals, they reek of something foul. Their light brings death. Most miners who manage to live longer than a year will die from exposure to the light. Those who survive become stronger and gain great power, but that doesn't often happen. Most of them just die. Why aren't you mining crystals on the capital island? He shrinks back in terror. It's too dangerous. We wanted to. I swear we did. Our scouts inspected the mines there, carved out a few shafts, and confirmed that the veins were full, but then they caught a few of Nocticula's spies, and we realized Our Lady in Shadow was watching us. Hep Z ordered us to stop what we were doing and get out of there. She said that we would mine the crystals later, after Nocticula was no longer a threat. Why does Hep Z need so many crystals? She's gathering an army, a huge army, to go to war with Galarian. But this army won't be like before. She gives her soldiers the power extracted from the crystals, and we've got so many crystals, no one will be able to hide this horde. What does she do with the crystals? Hep Z? Nothing. Everything is done by her assistant, Mustafen. He cuts the crystals to stabilize their delicate energies. If you don't cut the crystals quickly, it loses power. As the power drains away, the crystal grows dim. Anyway, once the crystal is cut, Mustafen selects a demon and conducts a ritual that will give them mythic powers of the crystal. What can you give me in exchange for your life?
Pay attention.
Alright, the demon hesitates for a moment, and then his greed and his torn between his greed and his cowardice, but his terror gets the better of him. In the kitchen, behind the cauldron, I hid a stash there. I stole some things and hid them away. Take them, just don't touch me. Kill the demon. The demon shrieks. The demon is too terrified to resist. He covers his head with his chubby hands and lets out a pathetic shriek. I'll grapple these dudes.
You won't survive me.
The Inheritor! Guide my blade!
Begone, fiend!
Die!
Make your peace.
Alright, save. Elemental Protector. Interesting ring.
finished here. Is there more?
Move out. Head on. I lead. You follow.
Specific tool, I can't read that, will be needed to dispel the barrier, seething abyssal energies that block the path. Okay. Must defend. The demon silently observes the army's departure with the air of a military leader watching soldiers on a parade. When he finally notices you, he barely acknowledges your presence. Ah, it's you. Where's Hep Z? She's not far. She's actually on the other side of the barrier I constructed. It's an excellent barrier, very reliable. I perfected the formula invented by Arilu Vorlesh. These barriers cannot be opened without a key, and they are perfectly camouflaged. I heard that the barrier in your own little town of Dresden was particularly effective. Crusaders walked past the entrance to the Midnight Fane thousands of times, but never noticed it until now. You cannot get through the barrier to Hep Z without my help. I could help you, of course, but I won't. If you want my key, you're going to have to take it. Why are you working with the Echo of Discari? Because it's a pleasure to work with him. Our business arrangement is mutually beneficial. In the Abyss, there are two kinds of alliances. Alliances based on the shared interest, and alliances based on shared enemies. My alliance with the Echo falls primarily into the first category, for now. He gave me information about the location of Pelura's hidden sanctuary in the World Wound, and in exchange, I performed a Nahadran ritual on him. I endowed him with new powers. You should keep in mind that the next time you see him, and you will see him again soon. Where are those demons going? Those marvelous demons that I selected by hand? The army that I personally nurtured and nourished with the power of Nahadran crystals? They have been sent, I hope your imagination is already running with the possibilities, somewhere precious to you, somewhere entirely defenseless. Well, any guesses? If you think I'm sending them to the little town of Dresden, you're mistaken. First of all, it's already being dealt with by others. And second, there isn't much honor to be gained from conquering a pathetic rock pile. The town's been ravaged like a whore. It's been taken more times than a brothel slave in the capital. No, my army will not go to Dresden. Our mutual acquaintance showed me a far more interesting target. The Echo of Discari told me of a sanctuary of the Imperial Lord Pelura that is hidden in the depths of the World Wound. It seems that a handful of Sarkorian stargazers and their angelic patron have been fooling the armies of the Abyss for years. The temple has been hidden under the noses of all the mighty demon leaders, Minago, Darazand, and of course Hep Z. No one has ever found it. If I conquer it and bring it to ruin, the victory will be mine alone, and I have very something special planned for the stargazers. Does Hep Z know about your plans? Why do you think we're having this conversation? She's never suspected my true intentions, and she may be clueless now. Of course, it is possible that she has discovered my plans a little too late and is now powerless to stop me. But what's a little betrayal between demons? I took control of the army, waited for you to knock on the gate, then have them order them to march out. What? Oh. If everything goes according to plan, I'll be long gone by the time you and Hep Z have finished with one another. You know, the Fae here are way too predictable. If they get a chance to stab someone in the back, they'll take it. And you can bet on it. They don't ever get bored of doing the same thing over and over again. Finish that thought, and maybe you'll finally understand the difference between Fae and demons. It's just that I just said it because it came to mind. The last thing I need to think about is subtle differences between origins. The last time we met, you ran away in a hurry. This time, however, you don't seem to be in a rush. The last time we met, you were a hindrance to my plans, but now you might actually be of use. So please be my guest. You can stand there and gloat as much as you want. You can even attack me. Believe it or not, you can't kill me, at least not permanently. I've already defeated you once in battle. Do you really want to be humiliated a second time? Give me the key to the barrier, and I'll let you escape with your life. Mustafen licks his lips nervously. After a moment's hesitation, he muses thoughtfully. Well, what do I have to lose? After all, I've already betrayed Hep Z. If I give you the key to her enemy, I'll rid myself of both of them. Alright, mortal, here's your key. He pulls out an object and tosses it to you. It lands at your feet. No need to get upset. I'll do what I need to keep you from attacking me. I don't want to die on such a monumentous day and ruin my chance of finally destroying Pelura's temple. Oh. Alright.
Endure this!
I will resist!
Let's hear you cry!
Into the fray!
Make every strike count.
Prepare yourself!
I'm rather proud of this one.
If you look beyond the ruined bridge, you can see a planar rift in the distance.
Move out!
I don't know why that required religion, but... This magical equipment the magical equipment is used to give the mythic powers to demons. The implements are similar to the ones you saw in Xanthi's lab. Mustafen's letter. These working notes document possible methods for blocking the powers granted by Nahadran crystals. However, the notes are incomplete. Either the research is unfinished or it's reached a dead end. This Nahadran crystal has not been fully cut and in fact remains unfinished.
I've embarrassed myself. Please, forgive me. I finished here. Is there more? I've embarrassed myself.
Whatever, it's fine. Didn't even do a lot of damage.
win this
The
war.
goddess protects us.
Together we stand.
Well, I guess Hepsi won't ever read that letter, will she? Aha!
I lead. You follow. No one stands in my way. Onwards.
Destroy the demon's lair. Dangerous knowledge. Oh, decide what to do with the lexicon. So Strike Back and Folsom Queen's Order will both be completed at the same time. A strange, confusing map of the Abyssal Realms. Alright. You followed me for a long time, you frail, pathetic little stalker, but then you've disappeared. You've been gone so long, I thought you were dead. I'm glad you proved me wrong.
Was it just bad timing on my part?
It was great timing.
Okay.
I would have enjoyed it if you had died alone in the darkness, lost and forgotten, but I would enjoy it. Rather, I would much rather punish you in person. Behold, the great daughter of Baphomet in all her glory. There is strength in the tormented angel's voice, though it quivers with pain. Kang, the false chosen one, herald of my jaded faith, how did this come to pass? Mortal, watch the golden-winged servant and the impostor goddess weep. The fool flew right into our trap. Hepzi and I have tortured him from the moment we captured him, and the whole time he spoke only of you. It was as if he didn't care about the pain at all, at least not the pain that we caused. Did you know I was coming for you? You Crusaders think that all the demons are as dumb as the rabble we sent to Galarian, but that isn't true. I've prevailed in wars and battles that you mortals know nothing about, and I've always used scouts. My spies are everywhere. When you were trying to get the attention of Our Lady in Shadow, they told me you were searching for me. I tracked your movements. I knew the moment you stepped on that ship, and I sent my slave Kalostagir after you. Unfortunately, he proved just as useless in undeath as he was in life. I disappeared? What are you talking about? My journey only lasted a few weeks. Weeks? You haven't been seen in 6 months. You showed up in the Abyss, caused mayhem in the capital, and then you disappeared. My spies told me that you had acquired a ship and were headed for Colifir, so I sent Kastolgir, fucking A, dude, to hunt you down. But you disappeared, and up until now, I assumed you were dead. I thought you might be fish food by now, or that perhaps you had deserted, having realized your ridiculous and pathetic struggle was doomed to failure. The Abyss is primordial chaos. The laws of space and time have no power here, but this chaos can be controlled. You could, for example, force it to distort time around a particular ship, one that's being used by some overly confident outsiders who are used to a world of order and stability. Mustafen stole your army from you. The demon reels as if she's been slapped. You can hear the pure rage in her voice as she hisses angrily. Mustafen is a skilled alchemist and a gifted scientist, but he thinks too highly of himself. He was born in the Abyss, and he has spent his entire life here, so his knowledge and skills were too valuable to risk on the front lines. He dreams of endless entertainment in the lands of mortals and desires the glory of conquering Galarian, but he will not live to see the triumph. He will pay bitterly for his betrayal. After all, I'm one of the few who know the secret of Mustafen's mortality. But you don't need to worry about any of that. You won't be long enough to see me destroy him. Hey, the portal in this room, where's it go? It leads to the Nexus, our hub of mines and portals. You managed to put the mining of Nehadran crystals on hold for a while, but the work will resume soon. If I finish you here, then go to Galarian, catch Mustafen and drag him back, I will have to decide the best punishment for him. Can he still work with the crystals if he has no eyes? How about one eye and one hand? Of course. I'll certainly take his legs. He will continue to create an army for me, whether he wants to or not, and with those hordes, I will march through the World Wound, through Mendev, and through your entire plane from one end to another. Mortals shall bow before Hepzibah, daughter of Baphomet. And not just mortals, I will think of a worthy punishment for you as well, Arushale, you miserable, stupid traitor. What kind of scum would trade the fury and power of the Abyss for friendship with these slabs of meat? You're a disgrace to the entire demon race. Her eyes flashed with dark, burning rage. Who are you, girl, to lecture me about the Abyss? You are nothing more than a slab of meat yourself, a half-mortal perversion of your father. You're not even a real demon, so don't you dare... Oh no, what am I saying? Let the angel go, or you'll be sorry. How can you possibly still care for the one who had abandoned you? If you want the winged fool, come and get him. Yeah, I'll just attack straight up. Hepzibah roars and shakes the ground. Her eyes flash crimson. When I'm finished with you, I will have you chained. You will be dragged behind the army, naked, wounded, and trembling. You will watch as I, daughter of Baphomet, the arch-priestess of his cult, take Galarian by the throat. I will bring it to its knees and make it weep like a wench that's been whipped. You mentioned your dad an awful lot. Please tell me you haven't been cooking up all these schemes against the Galarians just to impress your father. I refuse to assume that the reason for all these atrocities is something so stupid. Ooh, she mad?
You've crossed the wrong monk.
Desna! Guide my hand!
Run them through!
Bro, she's almost she's almost dead. Sick.
You won't survive me.
Grapple, bitch. 178 hit points.
Make your peace.
The light take you!
Out of my way!
You will pay for this. My father will punish you for this insolence. No. He'll punish you. Behold the power, behold the greatness, tremble before Baphomet. That's exactly how she said it. Make this insolent mortal suffer, my lord, and punish this rebellious angel who refuses to bow before you. I bet you he punishes her. Abyss and something, blah, blah, blah. My daughter could not break your spirit, but I will rip out your heart. I can't read that because it's too high up. My lady Iomade, hear my final words. The leader of the crusade is one of Arilu Vorsh's profane creations. His power comes from the blood of fallen demon lords. There is no hope for any of us. God, what a dick. You literally saved your life and you're still spitting at me. Looked like you overdid it, my daughter. Your torture drove the angel mad. Well, rip. Show me your power, O Lord. Let our enemies tremble in terror. Now it's your tomb, you low-life scum. You've disappointed me. How dare you summon me here? How dare you use forbidden knowledge? Yep. You think I'm here to save you? No, I'm here to inflict a punishment.
Have I been summoned merely to push this creature to death? A mortal who still shows loyalty to the queen that exiled him to the abyss. Oh yes, Galfrey guards her glory with the jealousy of a lioness. But no, this creature proudly wears the knife stuck in his back like a badge of honor. Or is the betrayal weighing you down after all? Did you come here looking for a new master? One who can help you seek revenge?
I don't belong to the Abyss. I believe in Desna. I believe in mortals. And in the right to dream of something greater than being dominated by monsters like you.
Well done, sister. I've always believed in you. In the name of all the gods of light who protect Galarian, you tell that thing to piss off.
Where did you send the hand of the inheritor?
Why do you care about his fate? He was merely your overseer. Heaven sent him to watch over you. His only purpose was to remind you of your mission and to destroy you should you stray from the path. You shouldn't worry about him. He is just Iomede's pawn, and she did not think twice about sacrificing him. The foolish angel thought he would be forgiven for leaving Regathiel and joining Iomede, but heaven never rewards traitors with its trust.
Did you slay your own daughter?
I have countless slaves and numerous offspring. When one of them disappoints me, I simply get rid of them. To me, you are nothing more than mayflies. Your lives are so brief, it is as if you are already dead.
I have vanquished your servants, and I can do the same to you.
Even if we pretend for a moment that you have a chance of winning, have you considered what reward awaits you? Your queen knows that you have surpassed her. Your success is why Galfrey exiled you here. How will she reward you for the death of a demon lord? Will she honor you by personally slitting your throat? Sadly, we will never know the answer, because you have no chance of winning. None shall escape!
I'm sorry, are we actually doing this? Whoa, what the fuck?
Hey!
57 AC? How am I supposed to hurt him? Oh, they were commanded to fall for 1 round. Alright.
I will resist.
I literally can't hit him.
Die!
How the hell am I supposed to beat this guy? What the fuck?
No glory without risk!
I don't know what you want to do. Stand up. Okay. Yo, let's go. Fight you. Oh shit, I'm fucked.
Prepare yourself.
Let's hear you cry.
I don't know why I only attacked like twice. What the fuck was that?
Endure this!
Desna, guide my hand.
Laborane Center.
Run them through! Which of my enemies is responsible for this trap? Who has put you up to this, you pathetic insect? Such power must have a source. You are such a curious insect. I must see what is inside you.
You didn't expect that, did you? Are you afraid of me? Good, you should be.
You are on the path to greatness, mortal, and I will gain a new trophy.
Nocticula, Lady in Shadow, once again, I offer you an alliance. A great alliance.
I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. The answer is no. It has been a long time since I last killed a demon lord. It is good to see that I remain unsurpassed in my craft.
Now that Baphomet is dead, he will become an island in your realm?
No. Any demon lord that is killed will return to their abyssal realm, where they will be reincarnated. Their body will be unharmed, but the Demon Lord will be vulnerable for an entire year. If they are killed again during that time, they will be drawn into the Rift of Repose forever. However, if I kill them, they will become an island in my realm. Therefore, nothing will induce Baphomet to leave his labyrinth during the next year.
How'd you get here?
You have been absent for too long. You are the chosen instrument of my will, but for months there was no word from you, and no one in the Midnight Isles knew where you were. I watched you from afar, unseen, but then you also managed to hide yourself from my gaze. If it hadn't been for Lady Vorlesh, I would have thought you dead long ago. She kept reassuring me that you were alive, and then I felt your blood in my realm again, and I heard the sound of Baphomet's hooves as he walked through my land. That is when I realized two things. First, this was my chance to annoy the old goat, and second, betting on you was the right choice.
Thank you for your timely arrival, Lady in Shadow.
Oh no. You are the hero. I simply put the finishing touches on the work of art you created.
You said I was gone for several months, but my journey didn't take that long.
Perhaps it felt that way, but believe it or not, Alishanira has already forgotten the hot-headed Galarian who caused mayhem throughout the city. You may have ended up in some sort of temporal anomaly. These sometimes occur in the Abyss. Or perhaps someone arranged this anomaly for you. If that is the case, you are lucky to have escaped from it so quickly. You could have been gone for several centuries.
Why did you decide to attack Baphomet? You did not want war.
I did not want to enter into a difficult, exhausting war against Baphomet when he was at full strength. But massacring his minions when they are helpless and success is guaranteed? Well, that is a different matter entirely. Thanks to recent events, the slaughter can finally begin. Baphomet is frightened. He will not leave his abode for at least a year, because if he dies again within that time, his death will be final. This gives me an overwhelming advantage. My black bolts gave him a kiss he will not soon forget, and the memory of their touch will cool his fervor. Two armies of demons will meet in the coming battle, and one of them will be led by its mistress in all her glory. The other one, however, will be cut off at the head, and left without the leadership of its lord. In a year's time, I will have undermined Baphomet's forces, and deprived him of his troops and allies. By the time he finally feels invincible again, it will be too late. And instead of crushing my servants and destroying my islands, he will be forced to bargain for his life. As you can see, I won this war before it started. And it's all thanks to you.
My power has increased.
Of course it has. Everything went according to plan. Your fight with the Demon Lord sapped much of your strength, and you were forced to rely on the power that you were given by Lady Vorlesh. You reached for it instinctively, without even realizing what you were doing.
Enough of the past, let's talk about the future.
Every Demon Lord needs a weapon. Someone who will be an instrument of their will. Baphomet chose Hepzamira, and I chose you. I'm glad I picked the superior weapon. You proved yourself stronger than your counterpart, and laid bare the cowardice of my enemy. I, the Lady of the Midnight Isles, will give you the honor and glory that such a deed deserves. With a single blow, you have begun the great war between Nocticula and Baphomet. And I will reward you for this achievement. Your queen will reward you for this deed. But she cannot match the generosity of the Lady in Shadow. Accept my profane gift, and remember the moment you triumphed. The moment Nocticula herself expressed her gratitude and respect for you.
Do I accept the profane gift? Yeesh. What is a profane gift?
Every succubus can bestow her dark patronage upon whomever she likes. My magic will enter your being and enhance your already exceptional abilities. It will also allow me to watch over you, and, if you are in mortal peril, help you. It will not make me your guardian demon, but you can expect to receive some aid from me. Furthermore, there is one more aspect to a profane gift. It allows the succubus to affect the mind of whoever is under her protection. You have proven to be trustworthy, and so I will not exploit this by invading your thoughts. Others, however, will not be so kind to you. If a powerful demoness charms you with her magic and grants you her profane gift, you will become her toy. A mortal can only have the patronage of one succubus, and I would rather give you mine than leave your enemies a chance to cause you harm.
Uh-huh. No thanks.
You refuse my gift? Reject my favor? As you wish. My patronage will not extend to your humble self.
You promised you would help me close the world wound if I killed Hep Z.
Conquest is your next step. The world wound can only be closed where it was opened, in the Threshold Fortress. Go back to Golarion, gather an army, and bring the full force of your power down upon your enemies. Baphomet will wish to recall his soldiers as soon as possible in order to repel my attack. You will only have to deal with Discari's servants. When you get back to Threshold, stand on the edge of the rift that connects your plane and the Abyss, and we will execute our plan.
What's to stop Baphomet from sending more slaves to mine crystals?
I will stop him. Baphomet's servants will be too frightened to go to the place where their master was killed. And whoever tries to mine my crystals will taste my wrath. You have fulfilled the mission for which you came, Golarion Crusader. The mining of Nehindrian crystals has ceased, and Baphomet and Discari will no longer have mythic demons under their control. I will send my servants to destroy the network of passages they have carved throughout my islands. I will destroy all their portals, including the one that brought you to Alashanira.
What's happening on Golarion?
It is clear that Queen Galfrey lacks your talent as a strategist. In your absence, she has made several mistakes that have brought Mendev's crusaders to the brink of destruction. She is a skilled warrior, and a good leader, but that is not enough. It never has been when it comes to dealing with the world wound. You were the one who tipped the scales toward a victory for Mendev. But you'll soon find out everything for yourself. I won't spoil the surprise.
So how do I get home?
The same way you arrived, through the Nexus. The rift that led you into the Abyss is open. Of course, the Queen tried to close up every opening within the Midnight Fane, but I'll let you in on a secret. She didn't close all of them. If you look hard enough, you'll find the way back.
I still have things to do in Coal of Fear.
As you wish. I only hope that when you get home, it won't be too late to save your plane. Now it is time for you to return to your plane. You are desperately needed there. And I must attend to my own affairs.
I'm losing my temper.
These adamantine shackles have been enchanted. The enchantments block teleportation and any other abilities that involve extraplanar movement.
All this waiting bores me.
My will is resolute.
Let's move.
No
already.
reason to pause.
Whenever you make an attack of opportunity, you gain the bonus to the attack roll and damage roll equal to your mythic rank. Here we go. Moving while mounted no longer provokes opportunity attacks for you or your mount. That's actually pretty good. Now I can just run by people. Do whatever I want in the back lines. That's sick. Cacophonous call. Dominate animal, I guess. Level 4. Echolocation. Well, I'm immune to blind, so echolocation's not really worth. Forced repentance. Let's do that. 2 level 5s. Dominate person and greater command. Sounds awesome. Do mythic charge? Probably. Oh, rupture restraints. Let's go with that. I'm surprised she doesn't have that already. Rupture restraints. No, okay. I go healing domain. What do I have right now? Good. Now let's go healing. That seems like an easy one for him. Why haven't I gotten that before? Jesus.